just in general. So, have you ever been to an event and somebody just really smelled not quite right to you? Well, I've got two beautiful women here that are going to help us answer the question.
What are you doing? How do you tell them?
Yeah. There's events that I've been to that we get, up close and personal with people, and sometimes they just smell like they haven't bathed at all.
Or maybe they have a bad mouth odor. And by the way, I'm Elizabeth Wood.
Oh yeah, and I'm Dan Powers.
They're from the Beyond
the Bedroom.
And I'm Cathy from the Intimacy Dojo.
Yeah, so
this one really impacts me. So that's
yeah. Well, some people are very sensitive to smell, and some people, when they get nervous, like it's just natural. Like we sweat a little more, and like if you've eaten something garlicky, I've smelled like if I eat a really Italian dish the next day, I'm like, oh dear,
it comes kind of out of your skin.
Yeah. So, and it's really uncomfortable. We're taught to just kind of ignore it and leave those people alone. But if we're being intimate with someone, like in like just a conversation, even when we're supposed to be close and eye gaze, how can we be present if that is affecting us?
So how I do it is I would say, so let's just pretend that you had garlic. It's usually the night before, like in the moment, and not with me. But I would say something like, Cathy, I've noticed that there's something that's keeping me from being closer to you, and I actually want to be closer to you.
Oh, that's really sweet.
I'm wondering if you've had garlic last night, because there's a strong odor that's preventing me from being close to you. And then we get to talk about it and say, maybe, next time I'm really sensitive to garlic. So maybe next time we're going to get together, let's both be mindful of not having coffee, not smoking, and not eating anything garlicky or too spicy, because my goal is to be really closely connected.
I like that, because you're saying you do want deeper connection. Yeah.
So how do you say it?
So I've run some events where people showed up. Either they had really strong perfume or incense that no one could be around, or they smelled like they hadn't bathed, or like you said earlier, like maybe they were super nervous and they were just like, we do when we get nervous. So I haven't always said anything the first time they came to an event, but certainly the second time.
Right, it's a trend for sure.
Yeah, I've taken them aside and said that I've used the difficult conversation formula, yes, that Reed Mahalka has, and say
who's he?
From readaboutsex.com.
Oh, yeah.
I think if they're watching,
good friend of ours.
Yeah. What you do is you tell them what you would like to happen, what you're afraid is going to happen, what you're afraid of, and then whatever you're not telling them. So like, I wouldn't. So
say it to me.
So Elizabeth, I've really enjoyed the couple times we've met, and I'm kind of afraid of telling you something. I'm afraid you'll feel judged, or you won't come back, or you won't talk to me anymore, or feel ashamed. What I'd really love to have happen is for you to know that I'll tell you the truth, and I'll be really honest with you, and that I really do want to get to know you better. And what I've noticed is that either the perfume or the soap you're using smells really strong to me, and I feel really like my body doesn't feel comfortable around you. So, just like to share that, and maybe we can, I hope that you don't feel judged, and I'm glad to talk with you more about it.
Wow, and I might say something like, wow, that was that sample that I got at the perfume counter, and I wasn't even sure if I liked it, but I'm like really I don't like throwing anything away, so I'm so glad, because I couldn't really quite tell if it was, the right scent for me. So thank you, and I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah. And some people may not take it that well.
Yeah.
And it's a shame if that happens, but
I'm willing to bet that they would go home and change their behavior, or whatever it might be, taking that out in the world. So thank you from the future people in that person's life.
Well, if we grow nose blinds, I mean, they have commercials about it all the time. We don't always know how we smell to other people. And I would much rather have someone tell me right away that, hey, Cathy, either shower more frequently or change something, than to find out years later that everyone was avoiding me because of something.
Yeah.
So,
that was a great question.
Yeah, thank you.
I do come up with them once in a while.
Let us know what you think. Would you say something to your friend or to a stranger? And how would you say it?
Yeah, because one thing for me, for sure, I want to jump back into it real quick, is there's perfumes that give me migraines.
Yes.
Instantly.
Yes.
And that one's like, worse is on a plane when you get on a plane and there's somebody who's got this perfume on, and it just
or coworkers that really splash it on. You're like, you can smell them 5 minutes later.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take a film of Dan walking through the perfume section at any department store. Oh my goodness, I had to let him go about 100 feet ahead. Oh, it's awful. I might film that.
Lots of noises.
I look forward to it.
Yes.
Thanks, everyone. Congratulations on taking this time for yourself and learning these things. If you'd like to follow more of this, you can subscribe to my channel here. Social media is up here, and there's more videos of this type here. See you soon.